Naranjas, what's up? We are back with some more Judge Sim. My ass, I just don't feel like streaming Batman yet. I don't know what it is, man. But we're gonna continue with I Am the Law here. Because I think we can't, we have to do a new game to continue this, and I kind of had fun just, you know, not having any consequences of potentially getting assassinated. So let's fucking do it. Judge Raymond. I'm still pissed. I should have known. I wish I could rename this, but hey, it is what it is. Go to the casino. How much money do we even have? 3Ks? Well, this money's kind of useless for us now. We just mine as well. You know, I'll put alright. There we go. I'll put 50 on like 3 of these. Why not? Ooh. Don't gamble, kids. We don't support this shit. Oh, I gotta stop myself. We don't support gambling. Only dummies gamble. Or the very, very rich. Ooh, I got 1,000. That's cool. Let's see. Blackjack. Alright. End of the day. Damn, bro, you don't want to read a book or nothing? Maybe call your wife and kids and be like, hey, baby, you know, I'm sorry about being at work. Like, none of that. He's like, nope. Whew. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's do some, you know me, I like to review everything before I even talk to them. So I have my own, I have everything is set in my head. I already know what's going on. So if they try to hit me with some bull, I can kind of cross-reference the shit. Case subject, the Varin couple who recently bought a house from a real estate agent called Conjuring Houses. See, that's where you're dumb. Do I even need to read the rest of this? Why would you even buy something from the Conjuring Houses? My brother in Christ, that sounds like it is just literal ghouls waiting to happen in that house. Ooh, that house. But called the Conjuring Houses want to return the house. So they bought a house from the real estate agent and they want to return it. Buddy, you know, I don't even know where to go with this one. Like, what did you think? Defendant, the Conjuring Houses real estate. Then again, you know I don't fuck with them landlords, so I might just rule with the plaintiff out of spite. There is one piece of digital evidence, okay? Newlywed couple Ed Varin and Laureen Varin, my bad. I keep thinking that's a W. Am I dyslexic? Recently bought a house they liked from a real estate agent called Conjuring Houses. The Varin couple, my freaking glob. The Varin couple, after moving into the house, claimed that some paranormal event had occurred and wanted to return to the house. However, the real estate agent stated that these claims were not true and refused the return, leading to the matter be taken to court. The Varin couple stated that some items were moved in the house at night and they heard some noises. They claim that they record these sounds with the sleep tracking application. Yeah, that sounds reliable. In addition, the couple who stated that they often felt that someone was watching them in the house had a test on their mental health, and as a result, no mental illness was diagnosed. Oh, okay, you know, that's a... Excuse me. That's not bad, actually. That was a pretty smart idea to do that. The house they bought, according to the past police reports, it was the same home of a widow who committed suicide. Yeah, I don't know why you would even... I have no idea why you even thought that was a smart idea. Rest in peace to that shorty, though. So is this the... Nope, okay, there's another page. How many pages are there? 4, 5, okay, there's 5. At the Varin couple. At first, everything seemed normal. Initially, some of our belongings were going missing or changing places. We didn't think much of it because we believed we were just tired from moving process. I feel that when me and Elizabeth moved up in this bitch, man, I was drained, bruh. I gotta put that Yes King audio up, bruh, because I was sitting there doing all this work. I swear I thought I was gonna pass out. It was hot as hell. Listen, Naranjas, if you're ever moving, just hire the movers, bro. Just spend the money on the movers. I know it could be expensive. You borrow it. You better ask your mama or something. Save up an extra month. Just get the movers, bro. Jeez. Anyways, After a while, we began hearing some noises at night in the house, and we thought they were coming from the rats inside of the house. But then things started to take a terrifying turn. I saw that woman for the first time while I was taking a shower. The bathroom was filled with steam during the shower. What the hell? Oh, I can't really... Dang it, I can't really see. I wish I could move this thing out the way. That's gonna really make it hard for me to... Oh my gosh. I wonder... that's gonna make it hard for me to read. Can I swipe the steam from the mirror with my hand. I'm assuming that after I swipe. Again, I have like my recording bar over here. I need to try to move this shit someday, but I'm assuming this is reading after I wiped the steam from the mirror with my hand. I saw that woman behind me. Her face was purple and her eyes seemed to have been dislodged. Oh my god. There was a large rope mark around her neck and her neck was crooked. Crooked, my bad. I immediately screamed myself out, but Ed didn't believe me at first. One night, while he was sleeping, he said he went to the kitchen to drink water. He said he felt someone's breathing on the back of his neck as he drank the water in the kitchen. Hey, yo. Freaky ass ghost. At that time, we both understood the seriousness of the situation and knew that the noises in that house were not caused by rats. All we needed was proof. I also thought of apps that record sounds when you sleep. I downloaded it and installed it. When we heard in the morning, we were horrified and immediately decided to sell the house. Our lives were in danger, but the real estate agent didn't believe us and accused us of fraud. The real estate company employee, Mr. Patrick Wilson here. This couple came to me and they told me that they were looking for a secluded house. I know people like that. First, they investigate and find a house with a dirty past. Then they claim that they have experienced very bad things and bring the incident to the media and become famous. Then they write a book and multiply their money. We should not believe this kind of nonsense. I also listened to the audio recording they recorded. We are now in the age of technology. This is an assembly. They may have even used AI to do it. That's a decent defense with that last line, I can't lie, depending on how you play it out. Okay, so this is them, this is their lawyer. So where's the digital evidence? That's a contract. Let's see. So this is the audio recording in question. Oh, hell nah. Oh, fuck, no. Yeah. Y'all were dumb for just buying that house in the first place, but hell no. The home sale contract. Mental hospital report. Both of them are healthy. Okay. So, we have all that. Let's get started. Miss Varon, or Mrs., excuse me. Mrs. Varon, why did you tell the realtor you were looking for a secluded house? We wanted to live a simple life away from the city. I can respect that. Apparently excuse me, I just hit my mic. Apparently the Soviet Union can't, though. How they forced all those fucking farm folks to come up into the city for their 5-year plans. Anyways. My bad, I thought I heard something. I'm tweaking, bruh. Did you know that before you bought the house, the former owner of the house committed, they took their life? Again, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube because YouTube be tripping. Of course not. What are we, psychopaths? You know what my answer. Have you ever had someone at home tell you about the woman, or this is to the husband here. Yep. Have you ever had someone at home tell you about the woman you claim is watching you? It's not easy to explain the situation to people, Your Honor. They can instantly declare you crazy. We also received our report as a precaution before filing this lawsuit. I mean, according to the law, a house sold defectively can be returned. Why didn't you accept his extradition? Mr. Wilson? Oh, my sinus is beating my ass, bro. It's digging at me. Your Honor, there is no fault of the House. They're making it up. In addition, when he accepts the extradition, such nonsense will spread by the word of mouth. Unfortunately, there are too many people who believe this nonsense. The price of this house will drop by half, and I will lose a lot of money in an instant. And it will not be possible to sell it in a short time. For this reason, I did not accept it. Well, to me, it sounds like another reason landlords shouldn't exist. A realtor. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying, like landlords, realtors, these guys are scummy people. They don't give a fuck about you. They care about, oh, can I resell this house once they, no, they don't care about you. Okay. I mean, this is, at least to me, like a fairly, easy case. Home sale contract. I can't really see anything with it. I mean, there's really nothing else I can do here. I guess this is supposed to be an easy one? So, I'm just gonna keep it 100. If you sell someone a defected house, then, I don't know what to tell you. Now, if I'm being completely honest, they were pretty dumb for buying some shit from the Conjuring houses to begin with. But, at the same time, ain't no way I would live in that damn house. So, yeah, fuck them landlords and them realtors. Easy shut case. Give me something for the hell? Where the hell's Buddy at? You know, I wish we could get some jury input, brother. Just all sitting there. Okay, let's see. Case subject, Stu Zavera sues Casper Emmerich for arrearing rent from Casper Emmerich, who he claims is his tenant. What the hell? Stu Zavera complained about his tenant living on the ground floor of his 2-story house. Stu stated that his tenant delayed the rent day by a week. Stu, who want to get rid of his tenant, called the police and asked for their help. The police came to the house owned by Stu, but when they knocked, no one answered. A police search of identity did not reveal a person named Casper Emmerich. What the? Stu, who cited the lease agreement as proof, did not believe the results of the ID screening conducted by the police. Oh, now all of a sudden you don't believe the police are doing their jobs, huh? After Stu wanted to take the matter to court and sued a person named Casper Emmerich, who he claimed was his tenant. His statement: he came to me 1 month ago to rent my house. He had a crystal white face. It was almost like shining. He asked me to rent the downstairs to him. He signed the lease and I gave him the key to my house. What? During the month that he used the house, he made it almost no sound. Lights of the house, it was constantly burning. What is this screamer? What the fuck? From time to time, I would see him and greet him. We even had coffee at his house once. The police tried to pass me off by arguing that there was no such person, but I don't accept this. Buddy, are you on LSD? You on bath salts? Or do you just have an imaginary friend? I'm not gonna hate on you if that's the case. I'm just saying, coffee cups that the police found on the table when they broke down the door and entered the house. Why would you break down? Fucking cops. Why would you break down the door? Did you even have a warrant for that? There's coffee residue in these cups. That doesn't prove any. You know what? We give everyone a fair shot to explain themselves, but boy, you about to get 5 years for wasting my fucking time. Why isn't your tenant here, sir, Mr. Stu? What do you mean he's not here? He's sitting right in front of you. Oh, is this gonna be a case where it's oh, we look at his mental autopsy and he's fucking crazy. So, how is he here? Right in front of you. Are you kidding me? Alright, in your testimony you said that you had coffee with Casper. When did this happen? It was exactly 2 weeks before the rental day. I thought we got along very well at first. I thought he had forgotten to pay the rent, but after a week had passed, I realized that he had been using my good intentions. I'll take what I am entitled to. No one can use my goodwill. Right. Well, let's ask Mr. Casper a few questions. May I know why you... Mr. Casper, may I know why you're a delinquent on your rent? What did he say, bro? He's been in a different universe for a long time. He was gonna pay his rent as soon as possible. I don't understand how he can make fun of it in such a serious environment. Alright, what universe were you in, Mr. Casper? Siberia. First off, I think that's spelled wrong. That's not even how you spell Siberia, like the fucking place on Earth, like the country itself. Excuse me, if I believe so. I couldn't quite hear. What did he say? He's trapped in the universe called... Man! No, hold on. We give everyone a fair shot. The cybernetic systems in the universe did not allow it to pass because it cannot identify itself, but it did not seem very convincing to me. Thanks. Actually, before I even... Do we have any deets on this dude? Do we have... We need a... We don't even have an... Yeah. I go to a mental hospital, buddy. What in the hell? The shit people bring to my courtroom. You know what? After that idiocy, man, bunk it. I'm just putting 100 on each of them, bro. Y'all, this is not a good way to deal with stress, but that was so fucking stupid. I can't help but to waste some money just how that dude wasted my time. That is actually crazy. What in Christ was that boy even talking about? I'm gonna win something. That was not worth it. I just spent like what? I spent like, what was that? I put 100 down? So that's I just spent 500 to get 200 back. Alright, let's get to the next case. Case 9. Alright, can we get some serious folks in my courtroom, bro? Ooh, excuse me. See, I'm getting tired of this bullshit. Look at this dude with his boneless ass cornrows, bro. Oh my god. Case subject. Olympian Keitha Baxter has been stripped of his gold medal. Oh, hold on. What you mean by that, gang? Y'all better not, because I see where this is going, so y'all better stop playing with my boy over here. Within the scope of the Summer Olympic Games, held in our country this year, the athlete named Keitha Baxter won the gold medal in the women's I already see where this is going. In the women's boxing category by coming in first. In the category she won, many people, especially rival athletes, complain about unfair victories. Sounds like they need to get good. Like, the fuck? In these complaints, it is argued that Keitha Baxter is not actually a woman, yep, I saw it, but a transgender person, and therefore not in the category of a woman. Yeah. Yep, once I saw their build, and then I saw like the first 2 paragraphs, I already knew where this was going. Okay. As a result of the situation, the Olympics Committee decided to take on the case to the judiciary and demanded they return the gold medal they won. Statement, Olympic Committee. We have no intention of blaming anyone. We just want this incident to be clarified. This will also reassure the public. Whatever that fucking means. Okay. You're reassuring the public by taking away an Olympic medal that somebody earned. Because you think that they don't classify as a woman. Okay, I guess. I realized it the moment she threw the first punch. I think I've actually heard of this somewhere. I think these are actually based on real cases. I know I've heard of one of these somewhere. Anyways, I realized it the moment she threw the first punch. This couldn't have been a woman's punch. My brain was literally shaken. The incident suddenly turned into a case of violence against women in front of the whole world. I couldn't allow that. I didn't even feel safe at that moment. I gave up on the match. Oh, that's kind of sad. Keith the Baxter, it's really embarrassing what you're doing. You humiliate me in front of my family and friends. There is misogyny here and a dirty conspiracy of my opponent's history will remember you with shame. Damn. Okay. What is this? Hormone test performed on Keith the Baxter. The same level of testosterone, the male sex hormone that has exceeded a normal male, or has exceeded that of a normal male. Percentage 23.3%. Sample less than, what is that? My bad. Greater than or equal to oh my god, what the fuck? I could be wrong on that, I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've used less than greater than. But, Keith the Baxter, an average man. I mean, I guess you could say Keith the ain't no average motherfucker, bro, like... Oh, okay, I was not expecting that. I was definitely not expecting that. Gender test. No surgical intervention was found on the genitals. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm sorry, Naranjas. That was just a little awkward. Okay. You guys went that far. Is there any digital evidence? No. Okay. Well, now that I need to go take a shot of Hennessy, I'm planning I don't drink that shit. Hennessy tastes like cinnamon flavored piss. But, anyways, let's get started. Miss Baxter. Or, excuse me, Mrs. Baxter, what's your defense? Your Honor, it saddens me to really talk about this. That is why I just want to say this. What matters in life is not the victory, but the struggle. The main thing is not to win, but to fight well. I hope they understand this. Bro, that shit goes fucking dummy. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't really explain anything, though. Like... What matters in life is Shorty just put up an inspirational quote. She didn't even defend herself. So I guess this is just a matter of opinion, then? Because the committee isn't really... So the Decision 1 athlete, Keitha, was disqualified and stripped of her medal. It was decided that there's no harm. It's competition for the... Okay, so I know in real life that this is like a whole thing. Now, my personal input on this is like, whether we like it or not, because I know some people don't, some people do, whatever, you know, whether we like it or not, transgenderism is a part of our modern society, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? No matter, and like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I even fully understand it myself, right? My Naranjas, I will be honest, I don't fully understand this stuff myself either, alright? But these are people, these are human beings, and these folks deserve to be able to just live life. Now, in terms of sports, I personally would say the easiest thing for this is to maybe try to set up another weight class for these folks. Or maybe have like a division for them or something. That's like the only thing I could think. But then again, these are the Olympics, so it's kind of hard to do that in this case. But I don't know. I think disqualifying this lady, Miss Keitha Baxter here, wouldn't make much sense in taking our gold medal, because I think that would just discourage people of transgender identity to even compete in the Olympics in the first place, because they would just think, oh, well, I'm just like some fucking mutt. No one's gonna care. They're not gonna accept me. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. And like, aside from that, I mean, there's really nothing else to say. Like, it seems like whoever she fought just wasn't like no surgical intervention. I mean, like, what else do you really expect me to say? Do you expect me to just ban this person because, oh my god, they align with an identity I don't agree with? Like, no. This is just insane. Alright. My decision, it was decided that there was no harm in the athlete Keitha Baxter competing in the female category, and that she will be paid $50K as compensation for the moral pain she experienced. And it's up. Alright, we got time for one more case. I don't want to make a long ass one. And we're gonna actually do one more case, alright? We're not even gonna bother gambling, that shit sucks. But yeah, we're gonna have to do it. I wanna actually John Wayne Gacy. I've been waiting to get my hands on you, boy. You know you're not leaving this courtroom a free man, right? I know what you did, Gacy. I know what you did to those little boys. I know what you did. You will not leave my courtroom without at least 10 years, and I promise you that, you bitch. I'm getting out of character. I've seen your documentaries. I've seen the files, buddy. Alright? We know what you did. Anyways, so we're gonna be playing the normal mode next time, because I feel like this one is just... I kind of like the... I guess you could say, the power aspect of it. But it doesn't seem like there's much story here. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a matter... there's not really much risk or anything, so... Granted, this mode was meant for after you beat the story, so... Anyways, Gacy. You're not leaving, buddy, without at least 10 years. John Wayne Gacy, or Gone Wacy. Go on and get that cell ready, boy. Fingerprint number, criminal... Buddy, 20 years minimum. And positive mental health? Do you know how fucked you are? The buck stops with me, buddy. Call me Truman. Harry Truman's my goat. Anyways, charges, murder. Alright. Recently, a young man named Robert Viest, who worked in a pharmacy, disappeared. Police teams that started an investigation detained the people with whom Robert last spoke and who had a criminal record. Not long after, Robert's lifeless body was found in the deserted forest behind the pharmacy where Robert works. Oh my god. One of my boys works at a pharmacy. I gotta call him out to just make sure he's alright. During the investigations, it was found out that Robert was bitten to death. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys. I got so much sleep last night. I'm a little tired. It wasn't Jesus. John Wayne Gacy, or Gone Wacy. Cute kid. Cute kid, shame this happened. Am I going to be targeted as the killer just because he talked to me? Is that an admission of guilt? I mean, no one said you're the killer. You're just a suspect. But then again, this is a statement. I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. If I had killed him, I would not have bitten him. If I had bitten him, he would not have stayed in one piece. You wouldn't have found the body if he remained in one piece. His buddy Glizzard. I got heated at the moment, but that's not much. Besides biting, that's not something I would do. What in hell is wrong with y'all? What in the hell is wrong with y'all? Alright, so let's see. Gizzard Clone Visky, 70. Criminal record, beating. Doesn't look like it was his meat, so mental health positive. He's a national. He's a illegal. He's not an alien. God, I hate that word. Baralt Dish, criminal record, malicious wounding. Not even Saul Goodman could save you niggas. Okay, so let's hear some... Oh wait, hold up. Tooth mark found on the victim's neck. There is a tooth, circle no teeth. How hard did you have to bite to lose 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? How hard do you have to bite to lose 9 teeth? Go ahead and smile for me. Go ahead and let me see them pearly, well, where them pearly whites used to be. Gizzard Klovensky's dental test. That's this dude. Isn't that the same dude who was super descriptive? That's not something I would do. This motherfucker got 1, 2, 3, 6, 12 teeth. I think you're supposed to have more than 12, buddy. What in the hell? This looks... John Wasey's dental test. Ugh, no wonder he ain't fucking... This the... His molars are gone. Bro, look at that. In comparison, there's like what? There's... Oh my god, this is so nasty. Motherfucker got paper football goals we used to play with back in 7th grade as his teeth. Alright. I'm traumatized from looking at the 3 of you, so what do you guys have to say for yourselves? Why do you look like a clown, Mr. Gacy? Or Wasey? While I was selling balloons to children, the police caught me there. I'm sorry I didn't have the opportunity to change my clothes, Judge. Bullshit. What was the last thing he talked about with Robert? He talked about the effect of antidepressants and muscle relaxants on humans. He talked a lot, but he was a very sweet boy. I could listen to him for hours. Okay, Diddy. Like, how can I be sure you didn't kill him, Gacy? Young men are the future of this country. I love young men as much as I love my country. I would even give my life to keep him alive. Well, he's gone, and I call bullshit. Is that why you sexually assaulted a young man? What? Never. I am a victim of a complete misunderstanding. In your statement, I think you wanted to give a hint about your methods of killing, or are you the murderer? Opposite. I tried to explain that I wasn't the killer. When you were talking to Robert, some people saw you and heard you yelling at him. Is there anything you would like to say about this? Could you speak a little louder, Your Honor? I'm having a hard time hearing you. I don't hear very well in either ear. You tried to murk someone, tried to kill someone in a church before. But I know the reason, Gacy. You asked me for help in making the sacrifice returns for God's mercy on him. I was just trying to help. These boys gonna be underneath the jail by the time I'm done. Are you a nervous person in daily life? A few people around me try too hard to brush me off. Or, a few people around me try too hard to me off. What? A few people around me try too hard to me off. Okay, I guess that's just a type. Other than that, I'm a very calm person, so I guess he means to piss me off. How can we be sure that you didn't commit the murder? I need a lot of reasons to kill a young person. I don't have that reason right now. What? Police! And you know, I don't fuck with the feds. Well, police! Does it mean that it may be in the future? That sounds like it could be. I didn't imply anything like that. Buddy, what are you even talking about? Okay. And then buddy, he's not even saying a word. Because he knows. He knows! Okay. Whether or not you think these guys did or didn't, like, to put the whole thing in perspective, right? These motherfuckers are shady as hell, and they have some criminal records about them. Now, it doesn't say if they served time for those. I didn't exactly get those records. But regardless, this is shady as hell. And if you think I'm letting all three of you get away with taking that young man's life, but, you know, I don't like the look of you, buddy. We're gonna start with you first. Let's see. So he's Mr. Dish. He's just old too. So malicious wounding. I'm like, okay, so you're the one with that super descriptive ass thing right there. Okay, a migrant deportation? Hell no. Guilty. That dude pushing weight, or pushing, he pushing an age. Now, me personally, I don't like just saying money, because if you're rich, it's just, if the punishment for a crime is a fine, then it is only a crime against the poor. All right, that's why we don't do money shits here. Public service, hell no, you're going to jail. Now, he didn't say much. And we don't have much on him, if we're being completely fair here. Excuse me, that's gross. My bad, Joe. I crushed the box of Eggo waffles, bro. I mean, like, the whole fucking box. My fat ass was starving. I only ate, like, I left out 2. But, hey, that box, it was on sale, bro. I had to get it. That shit was good. Those the blueberry shits, too. Oh, my God. They didn't have the chocolate shits, but them blueberry Eggos be hidden. Anyways, fat assery aside. We don't have much on him. He didn't say much to incriminate himself or his defense, but we're gonna give him. Excuse me. We're gonna give him 5. Oh, I gotta use the number lock. We're gonna give him 5 years. You get 5 years. You're definitely involved in this. I'm not a dummy. All right. He's gotten 5. Now Klavensky. Let's see, Klavensky. His teeth seem. I'm assuming this, like, that's not a whole drawing of this month's whole teeth or whatever, but his shit seemed fine. I guess the victim or the person who bit him is missing a decent amount of teeth. Let's see, that's that dude. He's 70. Y'all are old as hell. Y'all are gonna die in that jail cell. Beating. I got heated at the moment, but that's not much. Besides biting, that's not something I would do. I got heated at the moment, but that's not that much. What do you mean by that? They're not really giving me much to go off of here, so there's really not much I can do. Honestly, like I said, there's really not much I can throw on him, reasonably speaking. So you're just gonna get 5 years. Like, again, like, I know you're involved somehow, and you're not giving me much to go off of, but you're not getting off the hook scot-free, especially for that past criminal record. 5 years. I think that's fair. And now, Lacey. You know I saved you for last, right? I saved you for last specifically. I am not letting you get out of this courtroom, boy. Not without cuffs on them hands, I promise you that. And for this too, buddy, you're 52 years old. I've seen them documents. I know what you did. I know what you did, boy. I know what you did. Now, we're not going to execute because, again, I think that capital offense should be very serious and very concrete, very proven if you are going to do it, and even then it should be rare. But if you think I'm letting you off the hook that easy, in fact, let's go look at his statement here before we even make a sentencing here. I didn't have the opportunity to change antidepressants. young men of the future. I love me. Yeah, he was talking about how much he's on his Diddy shit, and then that's his thing. Yeah. Someone in this world has to care about these young men. Now, if we're being completely fair, because we tried my best to be fair in this courtroom, right? There's not much evidence here. Now, there's the denture, the teeth things, but like you can make the argument, oh, you know, they just have old age and blah 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 blah. They didn't exactly give me DNA on the teeth or anything like that because, you know, God forbid, that makes too much sense. These incompetent ass analyzers for these cases. But we know he has a history of sexual assault to the extreme. And he's talking about how much he loves little boys and stuff. So again, to put the whole actual real life case out and just play it with the game's terms here, this man is a menace to society. And I know that the only way for us to even begin with this, begin to have any sort of like actual pushback in this country against these motherfuckers that abuse these folks in our beloved banana republic, is to give them that jail time that they deserve, to let them know they will not get away with these crimes. And for that, fuck the fines. There's no money involved because the buck stops here. 20 years. Oh. Is it time for another rap? Fuck blackjack. I ain't no good at that. That's why we playing the game of chance. I'm in a chair doing my little dance. I'm off beat, but it don't matter. John Wayne Gacy, we put him behind bars, Nick. I know he madder than a bitch right now. We at the wheel of fortune, and it's unfortunate that boy John Wayne Gacy behind bars, but I don't care. We're not even rhyming up in this rap. They say, damn Ray, you sound like crap. It don't matter. Why? Because I'm a judge, it really don't matter. That shit was ass, bro. Bro, that shit was fucking trash. Let's see, 5, 50, 500, and 500. That's 1K, 1,000. That's a decent sum of money. I put all 3 of them bitches up in the brink. They better not drop the soap, though. They gonna be at that kitchen sink having Big Brody play with his hole. They all up in jail. They mad as hell. I got $1,000. That's good. Alright. You know, I know what I said, but I wanted to end it at 30, but I'm already at 43, so one more. Case 11. We gotta get through these somehow. Plus, I feel like it's been such a long time since I've uploaded. I think I saw Queso play this one. Yep, I saw this one. Alright, fine. One last one. I promise, Naranjas, okay? I swear on my gavel, this is the last one. Marcus Mason gets into a car accident because of the slogan of the energy drink company Bad Bull. So Bad Bull's the defendant, he's the plaintiff. Details: Marcus crashed into a tree while driving his own vehicle. Skill issue. Marcus claims that he was distracted by the slogan on the energy drink and crashed into a tree on the side of the road. Literal skill issue. Take his license away. Immediately after the accident, he filed a lawsuit for compensation against the company that produced the energy drink and called Bad Bull, and demanded compensation for his damage. In this case, Bad Bull Energy Drink Company attorney Laura Longer-Hortz is present. Marcus, okay, first of all, I must point out that the sole culprit of this accident is the stupid slogan of the energy drink called Bad Bull. While driving, I reached for the Bad Bull energy drink in my car center console to take a sip, an action you did. It had a strange design, and I kept my eyes on the road. The writing on it caught my attention, and at that very moment, I was driving on a winding road. The stupid energy drink had never hit The stupid energy drink had never hit the brakes written on it. I knew I needed to slow down, but this message confused me. Instead of hitting the brakes, I accelerated and crashed into the tree in front of me. Whoever came up with that slogan is going to pay for this. People actually go to court with things like this. Like, are you guys so fucking stupid? Although we are happy that our slogan is interesting, I thought that there... This is from Mrs. Laura. Although we are happy that our slogan is interesting, I thought that there is no one who does not know that such slogans have a metaphorical meaning, but unfortunately there is. I'm sorry he crashed, but we're not going to pay for it. The funniest part, she's like, listen, I thought you guys weren't this stupid. Bad bullet, never step on the brakes. Yeah, like, bro, like, what do you even want me to say? Like, you know, I try to rule, you know, I do my best to rule, you know, in this court, judge in this court with not an iron fist, and I try to give everyone some appropriate time, appropriate sentencing, and if they're innocent, I feel they're innocent, but like, buddy, what do you even want me to say here? What is your defense even going to be? That you're a dumbass? Like, okay, yeah, that's it. Anything else? Nope. Alright, mic's up. What is your defense as a company, Mrs. Laura? Can I press enter? No, I gotta click it. First of all, I like to say that we are sorry for Marcus being in this situation, but I don't fully understand why Marcus is angry with us. What would you like to say about the slogan of your company's energy drink? What would you like to say about the claim that the slogan of your energy drink can encourage consumers to behave dangerously and therefore cause an accident? We produce energy drinks as the name suggests. That's not the figurative part. It's called energy drink, but our slogan is designed to attract attention and it's clearly figurative. If anyone thinks that our slogan is dangerous, I would like them to look at the slogans of other energy drinks. They probably would never consume energy drinks again. That's a good point. Mr. Marcus, what do you got to say? Of course, Your Honor. First of all, I should point out that the energy drink I consume does not give energy. On the contrary, it also takes your energy, but this is not the topic. In my opinion, the slogan of the energy drink is the only one responsible for my accident. I think you'll agree with me. Yeah, I think that No Child Left Behind definitely left you behind if that's the case, sir. Do you think that every driver who reads the slogan of an energy drink will end up in the same situation as you, Marcus? If I had this accident, any driver can do it. I always drive carefully. The slogan should be removed as soon as possible before it harms people more. I also demand payment. Well, good thing this is a quick case, so my gavel can rest, but, what are the decisions here? It was decided to remove the slogan of the energy drink and not to cover the expenses of Marcus Madison. It has been decided to remove the slogan of the drink and to cover all expenses. It was decided not to remove the slogan and to cover all expenses. It was decided not to remove the slogan and not to cover any expenses. So, my decision is 3 or 4. Here's my thing, right? I really have no possible idea how you really thought this was going to play out. Like, if I'm being completely honest here, and again, if I'm being completely honest, you know, I always try to look out for the working class man and woman, but literally, how is this their fault? Like, what are you even talking about? I think the easiest thing for both, you don't have to change the slogan, and on top of that, I think I think you're just gonna have to fully lose here, buddy. Like, you don't have a real case here. I don't, like, I was gonna try to be nice and make them pay it, but at the same time, you know, as a judge, we gotta be fair to all. You know what I mean? Even corporations, even businesses, like, we can't pay for your dumbassery. That's just, like, you're not about to come up in here and get a free bag because you're a dumbass. So, I say, it was decided not to remove the slogan on the energy drink and not to cover any of the expenses. My brother in Christ, just pay attention when you drive. Alright, Naranjas, so as I promised on my gavel, that's it. That's it. That's the last case for now. So that's that for now. I personally, actually, can we just there we go. I kind of like this. I kind of like the ambiance here. L smoking though. Put that shit out. We don't do that. Anyways, so let me turn this down just a little bit because it is a little loud. So, Naranjas, that was episode 2 of Judge Sim. I definitely had some fun there. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out this whole schedule thing with my job and shit. It's just been a lot, so I do apologize for that. And I'm grateful that you guys have been sticking with me, and that, you know, you guys, I've seen that you guys still do watch my videos, even when I'm taking a nice little hiatus, I guess you could say, working and shit. You know, I see that I still get some nice views on my shorts and on my regular videos, and you know, I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful that you guys are still engaging, because there are times I think, like, you know, I'm letting them down, and I need to upload something. It's been a while, but then I keep trying to remember that, you know, this is more of a hobby, right? It's not a job, and this hobby is supposed to be for fun. You know, that, and I know my Naranjas out there, they got my back, alright? They understand I'm a person with a life. So, thank you guys. You know what I mean? I look forward to making videos for you guys. I just try to make sure I don't pressure myself into doing it, because, you know, when you do that, then the whole quality of the product suffers as a result. Anyways, my Naranjas, I'm going to take my sniffly ass and finally do that basket of laundry that's been sitting in me and Elizabeth's room for like fucking like all week long, that I've just been eyeballing. I'm like, I don't want to do it. Aside from that, that's about it for today. So I'm sorry, I'm still just trying to get into the swing of things here. But if you liked the video, hit a like, and if you didn't like it, you know, dislike it. You know, nothing personal. And, you know, go in the comments. Let me know. Did you think that I was ruling fairly? Do you think that I was a bit of a tyrant there? Like I said, next time we play Judge Sim, it will be the regular game mode to kind of make the stakes a little bit more fair and a little bit more fun. Because the I am the law is just kind of whatever I say goes. So it's more of like a morality thing, it feels like. So, yeah. Expect next time we play this game, we're going to be playing it with the regular story mode, I guess you could say. And I hope that you guys are going to be around for that one, because I don't know when the hell that's going to be. And again, I don't want that to come off as sympathetic. You know, your boy just be having high expectations, you know, so that's my fault. I apologize. So to rephrase that, what I want to say is I can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. You know, your boy be trying to work on that confidence, you know what I mean? I'll see you guys next time, Naranjas, with my anxious, fumbling ass. I love y'all. Peace.